and I'm going to keep fighting until Britney's Thank you.
No solamente estamos apoyando a nuestro artista preferido, estamos apoyando también a una persona que le están tomando todos sus derechos.
Me encanta que son tantos que se han unido en esto que se llama Free Britney, liberen a Britney. Es tan importante liberar a Britney.
Es un movimiento que estamos organizando, bueno, que varias personas, como por ejemplo los creadores como Kevin, por ejemplo, que fue el que empezó este movimiento, es muy importante este movimiento, como les decía, porque necesitamos regresarle a la persona que hemos amado, admirado durante tantos y tantos años sus derechos como persona, sus derechos como humanos, sus derechos como madre, sus derechos como una persona que ni siquiera puede construir este momento.
To introduce our first speaker, aside from the lovely Ray, we have first up, we have Rick Black. So make your way up here, Rick. Rick is the director, along with his wife Terry, of the Center for Estate Administration Reform. He and his wife flew here from North Carolina today for this hearing and this rally, and Rick and his family were featured on The Guardian, which is a documentary about conservatorship abuse, and that led them, their own personal struggle with conservatorship abuse led them to start SEER and really advocate for probate court reform and for conservatorship abuse reform. So we are thrilled to have him here today to speak to us. Yes, we love Rick. So here you go, Rick. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Megan. It's a real honor to be here. We have been thanking the Free Britney team, Kevin, Leanne, Megan, I'm sure I'll miss a few, but what this team has done to put a face on estate trafficking, which is the financial exploitation of vulnerable individuals by predatory attorneys. Look, we can all find fault with James Spears, we can all find fault with The Guardian, but the reality is this system is controlled by predatory attorneys nationwide. There are approximately 1.5 million vulnerable adults under conservatorship, guardianship in the country today. That number is growing at a rate of about 200,000 individuals every year. It consumes almost $300 billion of assets from vulnerable individuals. If you look at Britney, this guardianship has cost her roughly $4 million a year. She's a vibrant entertainer. She's a loving mother. She's very accountable. She doesn't need to be in a conservatorship, and the attorneys who are controlling her destiny want to keep her right there. We pray today that Britney speaks out, that Britney tells the judge, release me, let me go, because she deserves, like all of us in this crowd today, to live as a free American, to not to be encumbered with attorneys, predatory attorneys who control her life. Again, thanks to the Free Britney team, thanks for everything Kevin and others are doing, and most of all, thank you for all the young adults who've shown up today to be a part of this event and to continue to grow the numbers and put a face and put a voice on this scourge that needs to be eliminated from American society. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. We are here today outside of the Stanley Moss Courthouse because a grave injustice has been done that needs to be corrected. My name is BJ Corville, and I am an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of New Jersey. I found out about this conservatorship last summer in July 2020. When I found out about it, I saw this conspiracy theory TikTok that said Britney Spears had no human rights. She couldn't go to the Starbucks if she wants to. Forward. She can't get in her car and go where she wants, and her custody has been affected by this. She can't go on vacations. She can't do the fundamental things that we as American citizens are supposed to be afforded as fundamental liberties. Traveling and sort of being able to associate with who she wants to. Britney Spears' constitutional rights were violated in February of 2008 whenever she was not allowed due process, the right to be heard, the right to hire her own attorney. She was appointed some guy that just works in this courthouse for his whole life. And clearly he has not been able to do a good enough job standing up to the evil, corrupt system that has imprisoned her. She is a prisoner, and it is time that we do have some reform in the system. But let me tell you one thing, it isn't going to change with reform. It's going to change with accountability. These lawyers break laws. They lie to judges. They lie in the court documents that they submit. These lawyers like to hold other lawyers' licenses over their heads. People like John Erdley, who did try to remove this case to the federal court, who now is no longer allowed to practice law. Why is it that people who are trying to fix these injustices are the ones whose licenses, like my own, are being held against us? And people who lie to the court, people who lie and submit fraudulent court documents to the court, they are not going to be held with their licenses. Recently, a party on the other side of this conservatorship reached out in some sinister ways to try to silence some of my activism, to try to make me not mention that person or that person's business. Well, let me tell you something right now, because I know you're watching. I will be saying everything you tried to do to me.
No fear!
And it is the case that the Free Britney movement is not about me, but it is about corruption.
Yes!
And it is about these corrupt lawyers and this corrupt system. Reva Gates, miraculously no longer a judge here, but she has a cushy job doing mediation for other families. No. Accountability is the only way that this is going to work. We can reform laws all day long, but these attorneys have shown they have no problem breaking laws.
Yes.
So let's start to hold them accountable, and let's start by making sure that no matter what Britney Spears says today, we remember what she has been saying for the last 8 to 10 years. That is too controlling. Far too much control her dad has over her. She's being subjected to drug tests, but the conservators are not. How does that work? How does she get to pay the people that are keeping her in prison to give her drug tests, but they won't sit for one? How does that work? It should be a zero-way street, Rick, because she needs to be out of this conservative. That's all I have to say. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, BJ. We are so...
What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney Jean! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! Hey, ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! Can I ask all of you right here in front to go to the bottom of the stairs so that we can march there? All right, bottom of the stairs. Meet you there. Iconic! Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! Hey, hey! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, hey! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, hey! The conservatorship has got to go! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Free Britney! It's got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The conservatorship has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho,
Free Britney! Free Britney! Free Britney! Busted!
Nicole, what does this mean to you?
What?
Nicolette, what does this mean to you? The Free Britney rally. What does it mean to you? What does this mean to you?
Fucking everything, because you know what? I've dealt with issues like this with parents. They're trying to come back to you. They're trying to take what you have, and it's fucked up. And she has worked so hard. She's such a hardworking artist, and they can't let her go down like this. She worked so hard. She needs to be so free.
Thanks,
Free
Nicolette.
Britney! She shouldn't have to live another day like this. It's so fucked up what they do. Yeah, she's not a circus animal. She is an artist, and she is a